Hello, everybody. It's Herbert from St. Thomas's, and I want to talk to you today about creating a space in your home for worship and for solitude or worship together. And so I have a few things to suggest about creating a space for you to be able to sit, a special place to set aside for connection with God and for connection with the members of your family that will be with you. Next week is Holy Week. Holy Week begins with Palm Sunday and ends, of course, on Easter Day. And it is the holiest time of the Christian year. So in order to prepare for Holy Week and in order to participate in what we have to offer for Holy Week, I'm suggesting that maybe you could create a space in your home to join us as we give you the offerings that we'll be offering during Holy Week. So I have a few suggestions. So I'm going to I'm going to create a holy space here on my desk and give you some examples of some things you might do, but because I am attentive to what's going on in our world with the coronavirus, I'm going to clean my holy space with my cloth, and so we're all germ-free and virus-free. Clean my hands. One of the first things you might want for your holy space is a cloth. You can use, it's Lent, so you could use a purple cloth, a scarf if you have one. Somebody suggested the possibility of using a burlap cloth, and that would be very Lenty, that would be very good. Brenda brought this cloth from home. This is a very kind of a Lenty, I think, cloth, but it's very lovely. So this is my cloth that I'm going to put on my holy space. I want to say I have a lot of things that I'm going to put down, and all of these are suggestions. And I encourage you to create your own space. These are the things that I'm going to suggest. You certainly don't need all of them. Anything I suggest is good, or I'm sure there's some things otherwise. But I'm just going to suggest some things that you might want to put in your space. And I encourage you and your family to create whatever space that you want to create. Of course, a good thing to have in your space is a cross. I have this cross as a stand-up cross. You could have that. And I have a few crosses. I have this one. This is a lovely cross that you could place in your holy space. And then I have, finally, this is a little flat rock on the back of it. It says, I am grateful, and I am grateful. So this is a Celtic cross. This is a cross that's like the cross that's on top of St. Thomas's. But any cross. The cross reminds us of Jesus and of the importance of Holy Week and what happened and the crucifixion and the resurrection. On my list of offerings, I have a bowl of water, and in my water, I put a flower in it. You could put a flower in it for Easter Day and have it just be a clean bowl of water before Easter Day. Water reminds us of our baptism. It reminds us of the parting of the Red Sea. All of these things that we're putting on our table are things that remind us of who we are and where we come from, and it just puts us in a mindset of being open to God's work for us during Holy Week. So that's what we're about. I have here a box that has something from nature in it. This is a box that has a bird's nest with a little egg in it. We are intimately connected with nature, and anything that we have from nature, a rock, the water, anything like that we want to put on our sacred space would be good. So that's one offering that we could have. I have a singing bowl. I love my singing bowl, and it's a good way to signal the start and the end of what we're going to do when we do it. If you have one, if not, you don't need one. You don't need any particular thing. So I have that in my sacred space. I have a couple of icons. I love icons. I think they're beautiful. I'm going to show you a couple that I have, and these are ones that I've had for a long time. This is an icon. This is an icon that's called a pantocrator icon. This is the Sinai icon. It's the oldest of its kind. This is a particularly good icon to have during Holy Week, and I'm going to show you why. This is really interesting to me. This is, of course, Jesus. In his left hand, he's holding a book with a cross. This is the Gospels. And in his right hand, he's given the sign of a blessing. But what's fascinating to me about this particular icon is the dual nature of Jesus. And I'm going to cover half of his face from one side and then the other to show you the stark difference. And if you'll zoom in on that, I'll set it down. And so the first half, this is the human Jesus that's being crucified, and you'll notice how human and it is suffering. It's a very when you look at it halfway, it's a very different look. And then if I come on the other side, this is the resurrected Jesus, brighter-eyed, more alive, more godlike. Again, this is one of the oldest icons in existence. It's one that survived the iconoclastic controversy. It was discovered in Sinai. It's a beautiful icon, and I'm going to show you another and tell you a little bit more about icons and where to find them. This is an icon of the Holy Trinity. This is Rublev. It's a Russian icon. This is one that I have in my office, that I keep in my office. If you want an icon, you can just go online, just Google icon and download one, or you can draw one. You can make one. A lot of the things that we have are good things for you to make. You can make a cross. You can make an icon. You can make a candle holder. Another thing that you can make is these are prayer beads, and these are something that you can make at home. This is the little stretch necklace that I made at Shrine Month. It reminds me of Shrine Month. It reminds me of my connection to nature. It's a rock. It's a rosary. And of course, a candle. It's always a good thing to have in your holy space a candle. Anytime a candle is lit, it reminds us of the presence of God. And so we light a candle in our holy space. So these are just some ideas to create your holy space. I would love for you and your family, your kids, everybody, to create a space and take a picture of it and send it to us at the church, and share your holy space. And this will be a place where you can sit, and again, we'll be giving you some offerings during Holy Week. I'll be sending you some services for the three main services of Holy Week, which are Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Vigil. That's called the Tridium. I'm going to be sending you some resources for that, and perhaps you could take that resource and sit at your sacred spot and reflect with us. So more to come, and it's good to I don't see you, but it's good to be in touch, and I hope your week goes well, and there will be more. Take care.